Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is what I spend in a week now that I am back home doing both work and school online. I just keep track of my spending in my bullet journal. I don't remember what brand this is. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description if anyone is interested. I just picked it up from Michael's and I've been using it pretty much all this year to keep track of several different things, and my spending is one of them, just to kind of make me more conscious and aware. I've been slacking a little bit since I've been back home, but I still have been keeping track of all my spending. If you want to skip to just me explaining what I spent in this past week, you can skip to this time. I'll put it on the screen. But if you want to know a little bit about how I set up my spending logs in my bullet journal, then keep on watching this part. So in my bullet journal, like I said, I've been doing this every month. I have 2 pages dedicated to spending. On the first side is all my expenses, like predetermined bills that are either like automatically coming out of my account or just reoccurring, like car insurance and things like that. And then on the other side is extra spending that I do throughout the month. And then on top of that, it is also divided into needs and wants. And what I do with this information is just keep track all month long, and then at the end I have a recap page where I put some other different things, but in the middle of one of those pages I have a chart, and I'll try to recreate it on the screen if I can draw it the best way to make this make sense. But I put how much I spent in the month that was bills, how much I spent that was extra, and then again divided into needs and wants. Obviously all the bills are going to be needs because they're bills, and then the others, like groceries, are obviously needs. Those are divided, and then from that chart I calculate, because I am a nerd, the percentages and like proportion of my spending that has been needs versus wants, just to put it into perspective and to keep that in mind for next month if I need to decrease my spending, or if I think that I have a little bit of extra room to buy some things that I've been wanting. Just to make sure, like I said, that I'm being conscious of what I'm spending. And obviously since we're in quarantine, there's not much to spend on except for the essentials. So this kind of makes circumstances a little different, but this will give you a rough idea about how much I spend in a week. So let's get into the numbers. So like I said, I have been slacking since I've been home. So the only thing I've done for April is my spending spread. I have left blank pages to go back and add like my regular stuff that I add. And if you want to see more bullet journaling videos, I know those are kind of popular on YouTube now, just let me know in the comments and I can make some that type of content for you. We're going to be looking at the week of Monday, April 6th to Monday, April 13th. And between that time, starting with bills, I had 2 that were automatic payments coming out of my account from QVC. This is part of the 6 Easy Pay that I did back in November for Black Friday, so those are still coming out of my account, but I believe this one actually was the last one. But one of them was for $12.02 and the other was $6.27 for a total of $18.29, and both of those came out of my account on April 6th. So the next thing I had to spend money on, and this is in the extra, that's all the bills that I've had for that week, were the QVC ones. The next thing, sorry I'm repeating myself, it's been so long since I filmed, I kind of forgot how to YouTube, was at Walmart, and it was categorized as a need. It was $29 and some change, but I couldn't remember because I forgot to keep the receipt, so I just put it down as $29 even. One of the window units fell out of the window and we had to replace it, so $29 was the only cash I had available, and so that was all I was able to put toward the new unit, but we got that fixed, so that was good. The next thing I had to spend on was the 10th. I had to go back to Walmart because I had a project due that I forgot about that day, on the 10th. and I needed colored pencils. I had markers and I forgot that you can color with markers, as silly as that sounds. Like, they're literally sitting here beside me. They're the ones I use for my bullet journal, and I could have very easily used those now that I look back on that, and it was very silly of me to go out to Walmart. But I was convinced that I had nothing to do this project with, so I went to Walmart and I spent $15.84 on a 100 pack of Crayola colored pencils, which obviously does not seem essential, but in my head at the moment I thought that I needed to go to Walmart to get that project done. So yeah, on the 11th I went to Aldi and bought groceries, and I actually got a huge cart full of groceries, which was awesome because I just wanted to be able to make one trip and stock up on things. And I'm actually going to be doing a grocery haul video if that one hasn't already been uploaded before this. I don't know what my schedule is going to be, so if it is uploaded, I'll leave it in the description or put a little card, but if not, then just keep an eye out for that if you're interested in that, because I am vegetarian, if you didn't know. Hello. I spent $64.01 at Aldi and got a lot of stuff. Like, I was fully prepared to pay over $100 because I just had so much stuff in my cart, but it ended up only being $64, and I was like, okay, Aldi. So that was that, and obviously that was categorized as a need as well. And the colored pencils at the time were categorized as a need, but I guess I could go back and change that to a want. But at that time I had categorized that in my spending log as a need. So the final day of this week, I ended up spending $24.44 in the same day, and that was divided up into $10 at Circle K to get gas for my car because I was on less than a quart of a tank and I had to go to the next city over to pick some things up for my mom. And I also went to the Tractor Supply store that was there, which is probably the most yeehaw thing I've ever said on this channel. But we are growing a garden at my house, and I did categorize this as a want, but at the same time it is a little bit of a need, because if we can grow our own food and have a food supply of our own, then that lessens the amount of time we have to spend going out to buy food. So I bought 3 tomato plants and a planter at Tractor Supply to add to our garden. So that was all for the week, but and that total will be up on the screen. I don't want to do the math right now because I have to go to class soon, and I don't want to do work before I have to go to class. But that was the total, which isn't really a complete estimate. If we break it down a little farther, obviously I don't have to spend that $18.29 every week. That was just a 1 month payment, and I know a lot of people don't include their bills in these kind of things, but it did so happen that I had that bill during this week, so I thought I'd include it. But take that $18.29 away, and then an air conditioning unit doesn't fall out every week. I would be severely in debt if it did. So the $29 that I spent towards that can also be removed, and then that would be a better estimate. The $14.44 from Tractor Supply is also kind of not needed, but because it is like a garden thing, I would consider it the same way that I do groceries, so that's why I would keep that in. So that is a rough estimate of what I spend in a week. Obviously I don't spend that every week because sometimes we have to buy more groceries or less groceries depending on what we need. My fiance and I recently moved in together, and we're still trying to figure out what our normal is when it comes into food and how much we eat and everything. Like, we can go through up to 5 gallons of milk in 1 week because he drinks so much. So it's just buying groceries is a little complicated right now, but with everything that's going on, my grocery problems are obviously not anything important. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, subscribe. Hopefully there'll be more content for you to keep you company while you're in quarantine, if you're in quarantine. If you're not, why are you not in quarantine? You should be, but also darn you, you're lucky. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!